It's 2010 and Call of Duty is more successful than it ever was. Now it's Treyarch's turn to deliver a Call of Duty game. One of the contributing factors of Red Alert War's sales was the introduction of the new Zombies mode, and Treyarch was not about to stop with zombies now. The game would contain 2 on-disc maps, with the first map being the cancelled Red Alert War DLC 4 Zombies map, Kino Der Toten. Other than upgraded graphics and Black Ops 1 weapons, the map was basically just another Red Alert War Zombies map. But is it a good Red Alert War Zombies map? Or is it even a good map in general by itself? And how much does it do to give itself its own identity? Let's find out.
Who would have thought the MDT was capable of time travel? How many stations does this group have? Where did that little girl disappear to? Only time will tell what new questions await us in this theater of the damned.
While this is the beginning of Black Ops 1 Zombies, this doesn't serve as the beginning to the overall story of Black Ops 1 in my opinion, but rather as the transition from Red Alert War Zombies to Black Ops 1 Zombies. Basically, a group of characters from Shino, Numa, and Deris was beginning to get overrun at the Deris facility. The Tarfin manages to adjust a nearby teleport into a time machine. They travel to the future, which is set during the Vietnam War. This decision was likely made so the time period for zombies can match the same time period of the campaign and multiplayer, so they can also have a canon explanation for the modern weapons, which the series stops doing later, so that's pretty awkward. Anyways, the group of unlikely allies arrive at a Nazi theater ran by Group 95 that's quickly overrun by zombies. The theater doesn't hold too much importance story-wise. The only thing we know is that zombies were put in front of the theater screen that displays certain imagery in hopes that this would somehow rationalize the zombies' personality so they could obey commands easier. So you may be asking, how did that go? Well, just ask the people who are stationed here. Oh, my bad. My clumsy self forgot that all of them got overrun and slaughtered by zombies. Well, guess we'll never know. In all seriousness, the story behind Kino Der Toten is pretty interesting, even though it doesn't give us any new information that services the main plot.
I said take your medicine! Cheaper weapons are a prescription for pain!
Kino Der Toten is a fairly large map. Inside the theater is a bunch of rooms that eventually lead to the actual theater room, which is a large spacious area fit for training. While there are a fair share of claustrophobic areas, the map is never too tight and allows for a lot of movement. This map keeps everything from the Red Alert War Zombies maps, except for Black Ops 1 weapons and a few changes. There's a new sub-boss introduced called Nova Crawlers. They're monsters that crawl on all fours. They have little health, but once they die they unleash a toxin gas that can blur your vision and make you take damage. They're kinda introduced out of nowhere with no story info, hence why they were left out of the story segment. There's also a new way to unlock Pack-a-Punches, which also makes a return. It's pretty simple, it just involves you pressing 3 buttons to teleport to the pack room. Along with the mystery box's return, there are 2 new wonder weapons. Well, not 2 new wonder weapons, just 2 wonder weapons. The ray gun, which isn't new, makes a return, and now there's a new wonder weapon, which is the second wonder weapon introduced in this map, the Thunder Gun. This weapon is often considered the best freaking wonder weapon in zombies, and it only contains 12 shots unpacked. If you ever find yourself cornered, one shot from this thing will launch an entire crowd of zombies back and kill them all in one shot. Yeah, the Thunder Gun is kinda amazing. And as always, the Easter egg song you guys are hearing now, Bring Me 115 by Alina Sigman, is amazing. Bravo.
They were all flat like pancakes!
Yeah, this map is kind of ridiculously easy. The layout is pretty generous when it comes to space. Getting pack is easy, training is no problem, and the wonder weapon is a powerhouse. And I'm pretty okay with that since this is the first zombies map for Black Ops 1 and Treyarch going to get people used to the mode. Even though they're 4 maps late, it's still appreciated.
Why has everyone abandoned the doctor?
Kino Der Toten is a fun map. The environment is great, the story is alright, and it just feels like a casual zombies map to play for fun and friends. And it works as a good introduction for newbies to the series. However, this map doesn't get a 5 out of 5. You may be asking why. Well, this map doesn't really offer a lot of new material. The story is pretty basic, the map is extremely easy, and the creepy theater isn't really memorable, even though it looks nice. The map is still good enough to get a 4 out of 5, and here's a little plot twist for you guys. Kino Der Toten was actually the first zombies map I've ever played. It was quite the ride, and on my first ever zombies game I got to round 3 and I felt like crap, but I got the hang of it eventually and later got higher rounds. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please like and subscribe, and as always I will see you guys next time. Peace everyone.